Okay, we're live.
We're live, people.
We're live.
We're live.
We are in Susan's basement.
We are in my basement.
And she got a new toy.
Slim Shady. That's his name.
Slim Shady.
Because I always have M&Ms.
Uh-huh.
Get it? M&M?
Yes.
M&M. Slim Shady.
Because I always have
goodness.
M&Ms.
Yes.
I'm the real Shady.
Okay, all right. It's catching up here. Sorry. We will give it a couple minutes. Okay. People see you.
While you come on, I will pet my new toy. Hello, Mr. Slim Shady. How you feeling today? How you doing?
Okay, so let's just chat for a minute. I'm gonna come sit in this chair here.
You can unplug that and plug it in.
Can I? Has it got enough power? Enough juice?
Yep.
Okay, so we are in Susan's basement. We have been. Can I move this? Whatever this.
Yep. It's a butt cushion.
Can I move the butt cushion?
We took Bryce's chair from his office and it comes with a butt cushion.
Like, I don't think I need a butt cushion.
Let's see. You okay?
I think I'll be okay.
All right.
All right, so we moved her machine down here yesterday, and she hasn't even sat at it yet, have you?
No, this is my first time sitting down.
I sat at it. I had to mess with some things. They forgot to add the skinny foot, zipper foot, and the light above. So we're gonna have to still get those things. Screws were really tight.
Really tight.
If you're purchasing a machine from Ralph's, you need to request. Say, I do not want you to ship my machine until you loosen the screws. Ruben, the service manager, the guy in charge of everything, will loosen the screws for you. So make sure that you ask for that. We were able to get them all, so it was okay, but it took us a hot second. Susan just kind of watched as I set it all up. It took me a little adjusting for everything, getting it where we wanted.
She messed with almost every bolt and screw on this thing, and it made me think everyone's always afraid to touch it. And a lot of people say that they get their machine, but they can't figure it won't work. And I saw her sit and mess with it for like an hour or 2 hours, maybe more, messing with bolts and screws, and now it's good. So
it also helped that I had Ruben help show me all the different things on it. So anyways, we're just gonna go over what I did with her machine when we got it. And she's gonna do a little, I'm gonna show her how to change the thread, how to wind a bobbin. Should we go over how to change the needle, or are you okay on that?
yeah, that's just this one screw, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
and
I'm okay on that.
the like divot goes towards the right.
Okay.
And then if you guys need anything to be shown, if you're requesting something, just holler at us and we'll show it. And I don't know, what else? Sorry, I'm reading. I should have had them do that. Those screws are intense. Yes, they are. Yeah, okay, so here we go. We are going to just go over for a minute what I did to get this whole thing functioning. Abigail, can
Yes.
can you read the comments while we do this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna have Miss Abadaba do the comments, and we're gonna bring this in a little bit.
She likes my tripod.
I hate Susan's tripod. She needs a new tripod.
She's cursing my
It's
tripod.
really, it doesn't work. It keeps,
does.
no, it doesn't.
It does. You just have to be nice.
No, it keeps like going down when it shouldn't go down.
Well, it's
Well.
just, it has opinions.
Well, see, okay.
Brittany says your machine needs some size swag and Slim Shady stickers.
It does.
Yes, it does. Okay, so when we got her machine, this big foot it was too high, and our materials were kind of moving around as we sewed it. Okay, so there's 2 different bolts on the back of your machine to adjust this foot and your middle foot, okay?
Teddy, Annette says hi.
So hopefully you guys can see. I'm sorry. This is so hard to do without with the camera just sitting here. Okay, so this bolt on the side here, adjust this middle foot, the middle foot here. This one up here puts this one on the side up or down. So I had to loosen these up and get this foot adjusted where we want. It still might be too much pressure, not enough lift. I don't know. As we sew on this side one. As we sew. So we're gonna have to kind of mess with that, but don't be afraid to adjust these two. It just moves these two up and down, okay? Pretty much. It adjusts the pressure of these ones.
And at first it was so high.
And how high it walks.
It was so high before that.
It was too high. It was too high.
And then it was so low it was marking it.
Yeah. So you got to find the sweet spot there. This bolt right here is your feed dog pressure.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. So this also can loosen the pressure of your feed dogs.
Okay.
Or this, one of the two. It helps with the pressure and your marking on your material here. This right here is your foot, but you have to use your knee with it. It's really hard to do just by itself. See that? That lifts your foot and puts it back down. Sometimes people don't know that there's a lever here and they just use the knee lift and they don't understand why their foot's not coming back down. So there's a lever back here for that. Your oiling holes, Susan.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
When you oil your machine, you've got 2 holes here. Do you see those?
Uh-huh.
There's 2 holes here and there's one back here. Way back here. Those are your, just a drop. A drop of oil. I haven't.
I have a little thing.
I ordered you some too. That should be coming. A drop of oil there, and there. And I think that's it for this one. There's a little hole right here. I put oil in mine right there. I don't know if I'm supposed to. And right here. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I do.
You're just like, boop, boop,
yeah,
boop.
I'm like, oil.
That's funny.
And then her bobbin winder is on the top. So this is different than my machine. My bobbin winder is on the side. This is the newer version. It kind of took us a minute to figure this out. We'll see if we can figure it out again. We're gonna wind a bobbin. We're gonna change her thread. And yeah, any questions?
Yeah, JQ says, I have a different industrial sewing machine, but I'm wondering if the feed dog is smooth or has teeth to catch fabric.
Ours has teeth. Ours has teeth on the foot and on the bottom. So it's kind of, it grips the material as you go through. And people have issues with that tearing their vinyl if it's too heavy of a grip. So that's what moving this foot up helps with, and that's what loosening this bolt helps with. It helps with the pressure of those feed dogs. I've also heard people suggest to actually file down if they're too sharp. Like actually file down their feed dogs a little bit. That's something I have heard.
And another thing you did a lot yesterday is the tension of the thread was so tight. Again and again, she sewed again and again and again, and she kept pulling. See, this was something that was new for me. She kept pulling the thread in different places to figure out where the tension was. I was watching her do this, and so she kept messing with the tension here until it wasn't pulling so tight.
And I also had to adjust the bobbin a couple times because when this was in the shop, it had different thread in it. So it's always gonna take a hot second, and it may take her a few sews to figure out that sweet spot. It's not gonna just be perfect right away. It does take a little time to work with it. I had to work with my machine when I first got it. I had to mess with the tension quite a bit. It just takes some patience. So I did have to adjust your bobbin a couple times till I figured out the sweet spot. That was the issue that I was running into. It was actually the bobbin.
Okay.
We're doing text 70 in her machine right now. If she ever goes heavier, like I did a text 80 on my machine and I had to loosen my bobbin a little bit. So if she ever goes up and down in thread size, she has to adjust all over again.
I think I'll just do 70.
Yeah.
They're wondering where the bolt that moves the foot up is.
So there's two different ones. I'm just gonna take this off for a minute. Hopefully I don't turn off the phone.
That's something I would do.
All right, we're gonna take you in closer here. Okay, so it's just hard for me to see what I'm doing though. All right, so right here, this one here is this skinny middle foot one. This one right here. So there's two parts to this walking foot. There's this outside, which is the outside pieces of the walking foot, okay? This one right here. And then there's middle skinny one. The middle skinny one is this side bolt right here. This one right here adjusts how high your foot walks.
The entire thing or just the outside part?
This outside piece, right? So this piece right here, it adjusts how high your foot walks. So if you're finding that it's not going over thicker materials easier, it needs to go higher. And that's this bolt right here. And if you loosen this bolt and your foot is up high, it'll drop that foot down. So I lifted mine up when we did it.
Does it have a black cap next to the pressure knob that you take out and oil?
Oh, this. It is look oily.
I don't
These
think you're
both look
supposed to
oily.
take them out.
Really?
No. Ruben didn't tell me I had to oil those. I think those self-oil. And this side piece right here, if you unscrew it here and here, it completely pops off. And you can check to see if it's got oil in there.
Oh.
You can clean it out. When you take this off, that's one of the ways to clean it is you take this off. You can get a little brush and clean all the lint off in there. You can make sure it's getting oil. You can take off this bottom plate and clean your lint out of there every once in a while. We filled up underneath with oil. And
we made a video of us doing that. We'll put of setting it up and putting the oil
yeah,
in.
we did do a video of that. Okay, so
What size needle do you use?
we have a size 20 needle in currently,
And that's for the 70?
and that is for the 70. I have used look at your tripod is going down as I try to.
Well, it just has a personality.
I know. Well, you need a
hold it.
new tripod. I'm just trying to get it a little lower.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show her how to change her thread, and we're gonna show her how to wind a bobbin, and then we're going to do a little sewing on it. How often you change the oil in the reservoir? You're supposed to change it when it gets really dirty. I heard once a year. I did mine like after 2 years maybe. You don't have to change it all that often. The zip ties, you do not take off the zip ties, guys. Don't be taking off the zip ties on your machine, please. Those are to hold all of the oil wicks where they need to be. So don't take off the zip ties. And I'm trying to think, what angle should we do?
For the thread?
Should we do it
I
here?
think maybe to show all this part right here.
Okay. All right, just be patient with us. I'm trying to get it so you can see everything. So the camera's gonna move quite a bit. I apologize.
Because my tripod's great.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go maybe right here. I don't know, what do you think, right here?
Yeah.
Okay,
That show
here we go.
anything?
Okay, so should we completely undo the thread and
Yeah.
re-thread it for
Yeah,
you?
because if you're not here, then I'm.
Okay, so usually what I do, give me scissors.
Oh yeah, show 'em what you do normally.
Give me scissors and give me the, okay, so usually what I do is I take, uh-oh, are we okay?
I think so.
Did it glitch?
Mm-hmm.
I just cut it right here. All right, let us know. I know there's a
They said it
lag.
froze.
Yeah, I'll wait a second.
Oh, it just went away.
Yeah, internet's not the greatest right now. Let me know when the picture's back.
We're back.
Are we back? Okay.
Is it back, Abba?
I think, hold on, I can't see. Yeah.
Okay, so usually I just cut my thread up top here, And then I tie the next piece, next color on, and I pull it through. That's usually at home how I do it.
Okay.
Okay? But we're gonna teach Susan how to completely thread it. So let's lift the foot up. So push the knee, and then, okay, good. And I pulled this lever up here,
Okay.
so it stays up.
Okay.
All right? And then we're just going to completely take her thread out. All right? Because she needs to learn how to thread this in case it all comes undone. All right? All right. So our thread is out. All right.
Is the angle okay? Do you guys want it closer?
It's hard to get closer and for us to...
Honestly, I think that looks fine.
It looks okay.
It looks
Alright.
okay? All right. So we're going to go...
Oh, do we need a wide and bobbin while we're at it too?
We will. Let's teach you how to thread first.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? Should we do a bobbin first?
Doesn't matter.
Because then we can leave it threaded.
Correct.
All right, so we're gonna do a bobbin first. Let's see if we can figure this out. All right, put your bobbin on. I actually wanted a different light for you, so. Yeah, push it down.
You know what? I have a desk. Will you get that desk light for me? Do you mind?
All right, so hers is nice and tight here, which is good. Again, this is the top bobbin winder. Mine is the side, so it's a little different. All right, do you remember how to do this?
I can try.
All right, so you've got a hole here. Here, move your hand for a minute. There's a hole here and a hole here. So she's gonna come through this back hole, around the tension disc, and out this hole. Around that tension disc and through the other hole. Good.
Okay.
Beautiful. Now, do you remember which way we wrapped it?
We tried it so many ways.
Here.
I think you went counter.
I wish we could have the camera right here on the top.
Well, just hold it there for a minute and I'll do it. I think
All
we
right.
went counter. Right?
Uh-huh.
And then I think you just started doing it.
And it eventually caught.
I think so.
Okay,
We're gonna,
counterclockwise. Your foot's up. Your thread's out. Oh, take your bobbin out. Your bobbin needs to come out. Good. Okay, make sure you get the bobbin out of there before you wind.
yeah. Yeah.
All right,
You can plug it there and
we'll figure it out.
if there's a plug there.
I don't think
Take my computer out. My computer
This
doesn't. The big one can go out.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you're gonna hold that for a minute and just do a couple of winds. There you go. Now cut that extra thread. Is it winding?
It's winding.
Okay, just go then. You got it. Okay, it's just winding in there.
Is it? Oh no, it keeps going. Oh, it doesn't look very good, does it?
No, no, I don't think that's it. Here, can I switch you?
Yep. We tried it a few times yesterday. And
Her bobbin winder is different than mine, so it's gonna take us a couple of tries.
yes. Thank you. Yeah, just so we have more light.
Like right in front of the camera, though.
Yeah, there's not a good spot for it.
No.
It needs to be back here. No, that's not working. Is there a manual? Cynthia,
Kind of.
you know,
If you want to call
with
it
these
that.
machines, they never really have great manuals. I just don't want that. Is it in the way?
I'm
Okay.
gonna come up on top here.
All right, let's try this again.
How's that? Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay, so on mine, I go counter, and then I go with this one, and I wrap it. Is that how I did it, and it didn't work, or it did?
It didn't, and then you tried it a million ways, and I don't know which one worked.
And you don't want it under that. That's the
Oh, see,
thread
mine went under
cutter.
that.
That's the thread cutter. You don't want it under that. No, it didn't work that way. Okay, so it's different than mine. Okay, we'll figure this out. We figured it out last time, right?
I think you just went counter a bunch, and then it worked. But that's what I just did, and it didn't work, so I don't know.
So it's winding it this way. Okay.
Whoa. I didn't see what you did.
I don't know what I did either.
We did this yesterday. Okay, stop. Because we have to. I have
Well,
to figure it out.
I mean, I'll just wind another one. Just a minute.
Anyone tell us what she just did?
I went clockwise and then counterclockwise, I think. And then I wound it. What'd I do? I don't know. I don't remember.
This was us yesterday. A million ways.
It worked. I don't wrap either. I just pull the end through one of the holes and hold for a few winds. Oh, duh. I guess you could do that.
That's how I do it.
I'm
on
so
mine.
used to doing it on mine at home. I'm like, it's the same thing, right? Let's try that. Let's just try doing it that way.
Like the way I do it on my other one.
Yeah. I'm probably making this way too confusing. On mine, I wrap and then I wrap and then I push and I sew and it winds while I sew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, Teddy, what, honey? And then it's supposed to stop. Oh, good. Mine at home keeps winding and gets all tangled if I don't stop it on my own. And look, there's a little thread cutter right here. You can just go like that if you really wanted to. Okay, so there's one. And to lock it, I just pull it like that and it stays.
Oh, nice.
All right, let's try this again and just pull through a hole. But see, on these ones, you can't do that. These ones don't have a little hole to just pull your thread through and hold.
Those are the ones that came with it.
And those are the ones that come with it. So, you know, you can't do it on that one. So you should learn how to do it both ways, probably. All right, so they're saying just go like this.
You're under your cutter.
I don't like that cutter. I think we should just take that off.
We can.
Yeah, I don't like the cutter. Oh, it comes off. Did I cut it too soon?
I think you didn't hold it long enough.
I'm just impatient.
No.
No, I'm not impatient.
No. You are the essence of patience.
I am when I'm teaching.
Yeah, you are.
Now can I cut it?
Try it.
Okay, well, you can do it that way. But if you have one of these, you can't do it that way.
So you have to wrap and wrap.
So you have to wrap and wrap like I did with my first one. I think this is originally what I started using when I got my machine. So I had to learn to do it that way. Obviously with this, you could do it that way. And we have the speed turned to slow. It's pretty slow. Like if you wanted to wind it faster, you could up the speed. But I think I have it at a great speed for Susan for learning how to sew. I think this is about the same speed as I have mine at home, honestly. And Teddy is very sad.
He's just crying and crying. Oh, maybe they never fed him.
Oh, is he hungry?
Yeah. I think this is hungry. You hungry?
So you know, you can do this if you need to. You know how to do this.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, go get some food. We're just gonna leave this here. Go. And we're gonna cut it off there. All right. Go get her. Okay, go. Go eat. Go eat. All right. So Susan's gonna sit down and we're gonna teach her how to thread it.
Go get some food.
I use the Drexel and drill some hole. Oh, she drills a hole in it. Interesting. Okay. Does this turn on? Oh, is it on?
It's on, but we can do whatever with it. Just in case you want more light.
Okay. So let's see. We're going to teach Susan how to thread. Be aware the camera's right here, okay?
You guys, it's magnetic. Things stick to it. Look. It's magic.
But the one I want to get you is much better.
I know, but
No,
it's,
no. Leave it. Leave it. Leave
Why?
it. Because it's holding its place. It's not going anywhere. I cut it. Leave it.
yes, ma'am.
Because then, when you're sewing and you need a new bobbin, you can just pull that off and put it in.
Oh,
Do you see?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So we're gonna do this one now.
No, we're going to thread it.
Got
I'm
it.
going to thread it first.
Okay.
Okay. So, here we go. Hopefully, is this close enough? Jeez, this is hard. to get close in. We got the
What if you make
feet.
these shorter so it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or I could just hold it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right, Sue.
Yeah.
Yep. So she just did.
The first. Here, I'll show again. I came in from behind the first one, and then I skipped the second one, and then came in from behind the third one. Right? Is that what we decided was better? We tried 3 yesterday.
We tried 3, and I think it was too tight with the 3.
Yeah.
All right, and then next.
I think I go through here.
Uh-huh.
And then around this tension.
Nope. You go
and
through
here?
both.
Oh, okay.
Come out and through.
And through the bottom one. I can tell a difference in this thread than the stuff I'm used to. It's thicker.
Now, up and over.
Through the tension disc, right?
Uh-huh.
And then down through this hole right there.
Down through the hole.
Okay.
Good.
Then I'm going to go
So I will say we did have to adjust this piece right here. So depending on materials that you're sewing with, if it's really light materials in the manual, it says that this is moved all the way over. If it's heavier materials, you move it over this way. Ours is about in the middle because we're about using middle weight materials. So I did have to adjust this, and there's just a tiny screw there.
And you moved it to the left.
And I moved it a little bit more to the left, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm using this first or use that later? Okay, so then I come here.
Uh-huh.
And then I come and catch this hook.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Then I come here first.
Yep, down under that little
And
hook.
then up through this.
Yep, and then, yep, through that little...
Should I just go up through it?
You can.
Okay.
Oh, it came out under that hook. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so this hook through that. My finger's too fat. There you go.
There
okay.
you go.
And then up through this hammer or something.
Yeah, through that little hook.
Okay.
Okay.
And then do I go here?
Yeah.
And then this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then do I go from front to back in that one? Or back to front? Front to back?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I know I'm really slow.
You're fine.
Okay. And then from left to right.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying really hard. I'm like looking at it from the top, trying to get it so you guys can
see where this is.
I know.
Okay. And then I go through the hole in the foot.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I have sausage fingers right now. Come here, little fingers.
That's, I mean, the fact that you're on camera too, it's... Good.
That's it?
Yep. And now hold that thread.
Okay.
Oh wait.
We need to change the bobbin?
we need to put the bobbin in.
Okay, so I need to take this one.
Yep. Sorry if it's shaky, guys. I'm trying really hard to make sure you guys can see all this. And the tripod just is too hard to adjust. Okay, so I kind of tightened it, so untighten that. Okay, good. Now, sometimes if your bobbin is too full, you're going to have issues.
Okay.
Sometimes my bobbin winder winds it too full, and I have to take some...
Does this look okay, though?
That looks great.
Okay.
So this goes in the same way your other machine does. Okay.
So I'm going to drop it in this way and bring the thread back.
There you
Like
go.
that.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm taking this facing me, right?
Yep.
To go underneath.
So there's this little lever, this little. Okay, I taught her, I said, you grab it with that facing you, and I have a finger here and a finger here, right?
that.
Except I use this hand, I think.
Okay.
Yep, and then I feel,
With this other
I
hand?
can't really show you this part.
You can try. Here, show them where it is. It's all right in there. Okay, wait, where is it?
Do you feel the little
I
round?
think so. Oh, but I don't know if I got it right. It's not straight, I don't think. Crap.
She can also go like this. Oh, my nails are gonna break though if
I think I got it.
I heard it click.
Yeah, I got it. It was just oily, so it's slipping out of my
Okay.
hands.
You can also move that plate to kind of see under there as you're doing it. That just takes a few tries. Sooner or later, it'll be second nature and you'll just be able to pop it in there.
Okay.
But the first couple times you may have to get under there to look exactly, at what you were doing. Okay, so now you're gonna hold this thread and you're gonna move the wheel forward to get
Towards
that
me, right?
Towards you. And it's gonna pull up the bobbin. See this hammer? Make sure it's all the way at the top. Good. And now I just bring something under there and pull your bobbin through.
Boom.
Ta-da! All right.
Oh, that's cool.
So she's got a threaded machine. Are we ready?
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady's ready to sew.
He is. He says,
All right, guys.
I'm the Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady.
Oh, you are the Slim Shaders are just on my
I
tater.
want the real Slim Shady.
Please stand up.
Hey.
Please stand up. Please stand up. Okay. Here we go. Let's practice real quick and do a couple of practice stitches.
Okay.
Okay, so your foot is up here, right?
Okay.
So what do you need to do?
This.
And your knee at the same time. It helps with put your knee and it'll kind of loosen it. Now put that lever down.
I'm trying to find the lever. Where is it? It fell off. Where is it? Just kidding. Seriously, where is it?
I'm just gonna let you find it.
Just a minute.
It's
Don't tell
right
me.
here.
Don't tell me. She told me. Wait, I still don't know. Oh, it's all the way up there. Can't get your hand in there. Okay. And
Pull that down and now put your knee down. There you go. Now, I always hold my threads for the first couple stitches.
Okay.
Just get in the habit
okay.
of holding your threads because sometimes it'll get sucked under and sometimes it won't.
Okay.
You never know. All right, and I'm going to move your light back here. We're going to
can
get
move
her a
this one,
different
too.
light. We're going to get her a different light. Okay, so hold your threads.
Okay.
And we're just going to get you used to...
This is my first time pushing the pedal, you guys.
She hasn't done it, but she's sewn on mine at home.
Yes.
So you
It
have...
feels really
low.
Yeah.
We need to raise the table, but it's going to take some manpower, but this table is adjustable and it's too low. So we are going to get the men to help us hold it while we raise it. But we just didn't have time to do that before the video.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So now she needs to just get used to the feel of the foot. Okay.
It feels like it's
Loose.
like it's scooting everywhere. You see that?
Yeah, I do. I think it's just too high still. It's like, yeah, I may need to call the shop and ask how to adjust that. I thought I did. You don't really need to move the material through. It goes through on its own. Okay. You just kind of guide it, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's so.
I know, it's
Okay.
loose.
All right. All right.
I think I moved the foot up too high now. Remember, it was too low and now it's too high.
Oh, okay.
We got to find the sweet spot. Because it came to us really high.
And when you double it over, it's fine. It's just when we're using
It's
thin.
when you're using thinner material. And see how when the needle's in, all you do is lift your foot or lift your knee and turn the material to turn a corner.
Oh, right.
Do it again.
Like go again.
Uh-huh. There you go. Good. Yeah. How's the tension look?
Looks really good.
The tension's great. The foot height is still off. I can't find the sweet spot. It's
Because
like,
when we go lower, it marks the material.
yeah.
Oh wait,
You got to make sure your needle's in when you turn it.
That's right.
Yep. See, and I didn't get you the needle positioner. You can get it to come with a needle positioner where it's always needle down.
That's fine. I'll just get used to it.
I prefer doing it manually.
Because
I feel like I have more control over it.
that's really pretty.
Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Okay, so take it out. So remember what I taught you? This piece always needs to be up at the top before you pull your threads.
That's right. I forgot, you guys.
Looks good. Let me see the back. How's the tension on the back? It could be better, but it's okay.
Should we tighten the front then?
No, I think we're okay. So see on these corners, how it pulled like that? You got to make sure your needle's gone all the way down and is almost coming back up. Is like on its way back up before you turn.
Okay.
That's what that is. But no, it looks pretty good.
Should we fold it over and see how
Yeah,
it does
go
with
for
thicker?
it. Remember to hold your threads.
That's right.
There you go.
See, now it's not moving.
Yeah, it's the height of the foot. So that's the trick, right? Because you're going to be sewing on both thicknesses.
Right. What is yours?
Mine
both?
doesn't move like that.
So there's just a sweet spot we have to find.
Yeah, there is. Baby, what? Did you go up? Let's see what the back looks like now.
Okay.
Sorry, we haven't been reading comments. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what are they saying? Is there a way to loosen the knee thingy so it isn't so hard to press?
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Question.
I know there's a way to adjust positions of the knee thing, of the knee lift, like all of our technical terms for everything. I'm gonna just scroll and read some comments real quick.
Yeah, the back looks better now that it's thicker.
Yeah, see, it's
It likes the thicker.
trials of a new machine. There's always a learning period, always. I thought one of the knobs on the top adjusted foot pressure too. It does, Brittany.
What does this one do?
It does. That one he said not to touch. Ruben told me not to touch that one. It loosens a piece in here and sometimes it can come completely unattached.
How terrible.
This one is the one he told me to adjust for foot pressure if we ever needed to. The problem is, I mean, I guess we could tighten it. We could tighten this one and see
If that holds the material.
if that helps a little bit. We could do that. Sorry, I'm going back and reading some comments. Yeah, when I first got my industrial, I had to do a lot of testing. Yeah, you have to. It'll be a learning process. Okay. I think I got all the questions. I found that I have to loosen my top tension about 2 turns for layers of WPC. Don't forget, yeah, okay. Oh yeah, Brittany said, don't forget you can add a question to Kasaya's Google Doc for her Ralph's visit. That's right. Yep, if you guys have questions on Facebook, I have a Google Doc that I am going to take to Ralph's and ask Jack all the questions that you guys had. Okay, so, Susan.
Yes.
I'm not sure what to do about that whole thing. We are going to just increase your foot pressure right here. We're going to go
which knob do you
right.
turn?
I think it's this one. So I'm going to
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Okay. So I tightened this. So let's
Give me
see.
something thin.
Let's see what that does. Hi, bud.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Any better? No.
No.
See, look at that. The foot's all the way. Let me see something. Sorry. Hi.
Hi. Teddy, what do you need?
So when the needle's in like that,
The foot's up.
the foot needs to be down. So just a second.
Okay, can we move?
Nope, stay right there. I forget which one we had.
We have all the sizes here.
I wonder now if I can use,
Do you want the screwdriver?
just a second.
What do you need?
Did he go up to eat and he came back down? Which one was it?
You hungry?
Okay, none of these are fitting. Okay. Okay, just leave it there. And what is it? It's
This way.
lefty loosey, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna loosen this and it's gonna drop this foot down. Ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, now I'm gonna tighten it. All right, let's see what happens now. That's better, right?
That's better. Let me see. Let's go all the way down with the needle.
Yeah,
and see.
go all the way down. Oh, is it too tight now?
But not when the needle's down.
No? You're okay?
That's interesting.
I don't know.
And it's marking up the material like crazy.
Yeah, so now it's too... This is what I can't figure out, guys. This is what I can't figure out.
She cannot. She cannot.
Anybody have any suggestions? No. So now I don't know. I don't know why. Do you see how her material moves when her stuff's all the way down? And now it's too heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure, guys, honestly. We may
go
have
back
to
up a little bit, right?
We may have to have a phone call with Ruben, honestly. It needs to go towards me, right?
Yeah. And then I'm going to lift it back up a little bit.
Yeah. I may have to have a phone call with Ruben. Let's go back to thicker material though. Let's see what's, can I sit for a minute?
Of course.
Well, guys, I don't know what exactly to adjust on hers because I don't understand why it's doing this.
What do you need?
See, it's really tight when it's right there.
I'll be right back.
Okay. It feels fine. I think it's just a thinner material, Susan. I mean, it feels okay on these thicker ones, but it still feels like it moves too much. Do you guys know what I mean? When you lower the needle needs to be all the way up. When I lower the foot, the needle needs to be all, yeah. I need to just figure out why it's so loose, guys. On the other way out, there's usually it's lined up to show you when the needle's at the highest position. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why hers is so wiggly, guys. That's the problem. I don't know why hers is so wiggly. Let's try that. Oh, that feels better. Let's see.
What'd you do?
I made sure the needle was all the way up when I did it. Do the feed dogs need to come up? Yeah. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Because do you see, it's like, it's wiggly. I don't have this issue on mine at home. It's, maybe the feed dogs need to come up. They sure look like they're raised to me though. I don't know, guys. I'm going to have to make a phone call. Mine seems to move a fair amount on my Kingmax with the thinner stuff. Mine doesn't. So I don't know if it's just the new, maybe it's the newer model. I wonder if it's the newer model with thin materials, because when we move to thick like this, right? So if we move to thick, it's great. Mm-hmm. So maybe it is just maybe it's just the newer model.
Well, I mean, it's not a problem because I have my Mr. Jingles.
Yeah, because when I layer a bunch of layers, this is waterproof canvas and I folded it. When I do quite a few layers, it goes through amazingly. And I think it's just the thinner stuff that yours is not wanting to sew. So, I mean, she has her other machine, but with mine, see, and it sounds weird too when I do thinner layers. Maybe it's just not meant for, well, it's okay. Maybe yours is just not meant for thinner layers.
Maybe it's just a little more.
And now the bobbin's off. Do you see that?
Yeah, the bobbin looks good.
All right, well, it's a learning curve. Mm-hmm. Let's sew back on this and see what the back looks like. I think it's the thin materials. Yeah. Okay. Mine was wiggly with lighter weight. I increased the tension on the middle foot and it's doing much better. I have not adjusted the feed dog height. The problem I'm having is matching threads on thinner and thicker fabric. Are you going to bring Mr. Jingles down to the basement too? Yes, yes. She is. Mm-hmm. All right, well, we'll just have to play around with it. All right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to do this one more time. Any other questions, you guys? We just got on here to kind of set this up and answer some questions. Maybe maybe this newer model at Kingmax just doesn't handle the thin stuff like mine does.
It looks great on thick, doesn't it?
It looks really good on thick material.
Yeah.
Although the bobbin is a little, what does that mean? When the bobbin...
Then you have to do the top tension, right?
Is, well, it doesn't look horrible, actually. It looks okay. When the bobbin is too tight, do you loosen the top? I always do, loosen right?
The top, yeah.
Loosen the top.
I think. That's what I do with my other one. Can you do an up close of what you're looking at? Yeah, it's what we're talking about this whole time is this. The foot is too far up, and so the material is wiggling unless we go thick.
And I think it's just the machine. I think it's just meant for thicker materials because it works great on the thick. Like it's working really good here, right?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's stitching beautifully and it pulls it through really nice.
Lily just tried cotton on her new Kingmax and it was fine. So maybe there's just an adjustment.
I think there's an adjustment we need to figure out. So I think I will talk to, I'll talk to Ralph's about it and ask what I can do to figure that out. And if we need to, we can do a video chat with Ruben. So that's always nice. The 20 size needle might be too big for the cotton. That might be it too.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, that's true. It's great on thick.
We have 18 too, don't we? We could do an
There
18.
are certain waterproof that my Juki doesn't like and it's too thin. Yeah?
Is your middle foot down enough?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, it could probably go lower. Actually, maybe that's it. Maybe if we adjust the middle foot.
Which screw was the middle foot again?
It's this one right here. All right, let's try it real quick. Why not?
It's a different one though, right? It's the
So
side.
I want to make sure that my needle is all the way up. Sorry, just a second. I want to make sure that that foot is all the way down and my needle's all the way up. Right there. All right, let's see if we can lower that. But it looks pretty even with the other ones. Okay, try it.
Okay, I'm loosening that one, right?
Yeah.
This side one?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Am I
Go more.
pulling it up?
Go more. It needs to go down.
Did it go down?
Uh-uh.
It's all the way down.
Go up. Let me see. Go up. You're all being gentle with it. Huh. Hmm. Do you see that? How it lifted it up?
Oh yeah.
So it's all the way down.
Okay.
It's already all the way down. Yeah, I don't think that's it. That's okay.
We'll figure it out and then
We'll
tell
figure
you
it
how
out.
I did it.
That's the joys of getting a new machine.
And maybe that helps you
And
realize not to be frustrated.
when we got the machine, it had really thick material in it and it had thicker thread that they tested it on. So they did set it up for thicker materials.
Yeah.
So that might be, that might be part of it. It sure sews the thick stuff great though. So you could still make a bag on this. We just need to figure out how to do thinner materials, right? Finding that sweet spot. We got to find the sweet spot.
Sweet spot.
Also, I wonder if we sew on something that's been interfaced and folded over. Because this is just plain cotton.
Yeah, it's not interfaced.
Not interfaced. Can I just use one of these pieces?
Just use one.
Because you have more of this material that
I
you
do.
can do a new one.
I do.
All right, so we're going to try this one. It's been interfaced. Trial and error, guys. It's been interfaced. I'm pretty sure, is this, what piece is this? Do
It's
you know?
probably the D-ring connector, right? The triangle.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably this one.
Uh-huh.
So do we need to cut it in half?
Maybe. I don't remember.
And then sew it like that? But we need the connector piece.
It doesn't matter. Just practice on the
Just a minute. I hate to ruin. This is a 2-inch piece, right? Sorry, she's got a whole nougat cut out here, and I would hate to ruin it.
It's okay. I can cut out a new piece.
Let's try it. Let's just try it real quick, guys. Let's see what we got here. Why not? We won't know until we try. Can I use these scissors?
Yeah, they're saying 20s. The needle's just too big.
All right, let's change the needle real quick.
So we have an 18 in there. Right?
Yeah, let's change the needle.
Yeah, you can use the scissors.
Are you guys okay sitting here with us? We'll be done in a minute. Let's change the needle. I got her 20s and 18s. So let's just try it. Sorry, let me find the slot where this one goes because we barely even used it. So it's still a good needle.
They're all saying I can set up Mr. Jingles in an L shape and go between the
Yep.
two. Yeah, I'm going to bring him down here.
Absolutely. But it sure would be nice if she could do it all on one machine. If she wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Do you see how I'm changing that? And then
The notch to the right.
notch to the right. Tighten it here. It doesn't really have... It doesn't have a notch in the top where it sits. Does that make sense?
Oh, it doesn't.
So it really could go anywhere So you got to make sure you do it the right way. Okay. Like this. And I lift up my foot quite a bit with my knee when I do this.
Okay.
So I can pull it. Does that make sense? All right, well, let's see what this smaller needle does here. Make sure we're still good. Yeah. Looks good. Okay. Let's try it. And then if this works, I'll have Susan sit down and try it. All right.
Kathy says, you're such a nice sister buying her a new machine. She is a nice sister. She says, I'm buying you one. Deal with it.
Yep. Oh, sorry. I just threw... I'm sorry.
You're making messes on my floor.
I am making messes. Sorry.
That's okay. I would expect nothing less.
I'm in a really bad habit. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I mean, it feels pretty good, actually.
Ooh, that looks a
I
lot
think
better.
the problem is it was pure cotton that we were... Look at that. It actually looks pretty good, guys. It actually went through. This is like a cotton canvas and it's interfaced. I just think she can't use completely cotton,
Which I wouldn't.
which you
That
don't.
was just a scrap that I brought down.
Which you don't. No, it looks pretty good. The back tension's a little off. I just never, I can never remember. So I loosen, right? But I've loosened so much.
Is the back tension too tight?
Yeah.
How? Show me what too tight looks like.
Do you see how it's like a straight line?
Yes. Oh, and the top's showing through to the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, did it get worse when you mess with it? Because maybe go the other way.
Maybe I need to... Okay, so the bottom is too tight. It's like straight. Sorry. And you can see... It's so hard to get the camera to focus up close. And you can see the bottom from the top. Do you see that? So I always don't know what to do. It takes me a minute. And I have to look up a picture. I think that means tighten top.
They're saying tighten.
Yeah. All right, we're going to tighten just a little bit. I think so too.
Can you show me which one you tightened? There's two knobs on the front.
Just don't touch this one, just this bottom one.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more wiggly on this side. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Because it's only catching one feed dog.
Yeah. Nope.
That got worse.
That got worse. No, this is going to be our scrap, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It got worse. And it's too loose on the top here. Sorry, I'm reading. Tighten top. Tighten top. No, a straight line on the top. No. Try loosening the bobbin case a little bit. I already did. We're gonna
They're
go
all saying tighten.
two. Yeah. It still feels too wiggly as it goes through. I think we're gonna call the shop. Oh yeah, that's better. That's a better. Do you see how it got better?
That's about
That's a better. Do you see how it got better?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That was awesome.
Are you sewing on the tape? No, I'm not sewing on the tape. Okay, well, we tightened. I think it'll go just a tiny bit more. It's still a little too wiggly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see it wiggling.
Uh-huh, it's too wiggly.
You can't sew a straight line.
And I feel like you should be able to sew this material. Yeah, it's better. It's still not perfect, but it's better. Okay, well, like I said, trial and error. It's just gonna take some messing around with. I am gonna call the Ralphs and ask them what I can adjust. And we may have to do a little video conference. Susan may have to do a little video conference with their guy just to make sure it's all working right. See, it looks great on the thick material. It really does. So, if anything, you can have Mr. Jingles and this one.
Yeah.
For the thicker one while you're just learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. You're going to have to cut out a new piece of that.
I'm not worried.
Okay. I mean, I think that's all we have time for. Susan has a big concert to get ready for.
I have to go to rehearsal in a few minutes.
And she has to go to rehearsal. So she has given me permission to record a couple of songs, but they have to be the ones that she chooses.
There's one song I'm worried about, that's why. It kept me up last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be great.
I guess.
It will be.
It's an oboe concerto, and the orchestra has a hard time coming in and out because the oboe does all these solos. And so you hold, and he goes, and then you cue the next measure, and then they're like, where are we? We don't know where you're conducting. I'm like, oh my gosh. So the live stream might end up being in a few different chunks.
Should we just stream it to Facebook?
Sure.
Because I don't know, can we stream your music to YouTube, or will it copyright? That's what I'm wondering.
People stream concerts on YouTube all the time. They just don't monetize it.
Don't monetize it.
Yeah. Right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or I'll just pre-record it and post it on Facebook as a video.
So, one of the two.
One of the two.
The concert starts at 7 Pacific Standard Time because it's in Nevada.
Could it be the pressure of the foot that's making it move too much? Yeah, it could be. But I have adjusted so many things. I don't know what I'm missing. So I'm going to call a shop and be like, hey, can you help me out? Other than that, it's sewing beautifully, right?
That's awesome.
Like, it's great. It's just on the thinner materials, and I feel like that's something that could be adjusted, but maybe I'm wrong. And my hair looks absolutely... I have not showered or anything this morning.
Did your hair look hideous?
Looks hideous.
But she took my dog for a walk while I was
I took her dog for a walk, and I took the kids out to breakfast. Yeah. Okay. You need to eat and think. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, Katie, excited to meet you.
Oh, at Wonderground.
At Wonderground, yay!
That thing sold out fast.
Yeah, the Wonderground workshop sold out in one day. It was kind of crazy. So I'm really excited about that. That should be really fun. And
Tammy, I wish you could come too. You'll come another time, I'm sure. She lives in Vegas. She wants to come to the concert.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. You guys, thanks for watching. And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.